bit in a rush this morning and I literally ran out the house, hadn't took my supplements, not took my collagen, nothing. So I've had a busy day at work all day, and I had a message on my way home saying, is the collagen that I take halal? So I thought we could talk about like what is halal and which ones are halal and the whole halal thing in general. So yes, the collagen that I take is halal. It's from marine, it's from white fish scales. So this one you can take if you are Muslim. So basically collagen can come from two different sources. It can come from bovine, which is like really well known for like muscle recovery, joint health. A lot of athletes take it. Marine collagen is the best for the beauty benefits. You can get some bovine collagens that have got two different types in it, so that you get in the muscle, joint and the skin benefits. Or if you are looking for something, and again, you do get some muscle recovery, joint health from marine collagen as well. It's just that this is the most tested and clinically trialed for the beauty benefits. Now, because it's coming from white fish, fish is halal anyway. So this is something you can take. We can eat halal. So if anybody's wondering what does halal mean, halal just means it's permissible. So we can eat fish anyway. So that means that if your collagen's coming from a marine source, you can take it. Now, if the collagen's coming from a bovine source, that is usually cowhide. So you would need to make sure that the cowhide it's coming from is a halal source, which is very difficult because a lot of companies just do not even publish that kind of detail. Now, in general, the word halal, right, this used to like baffle me when I first reverted, because people used to say to me like, what's the biggest change? Like, because you can't drink. And I'm like, do you know what? I hadn't had an alcoholic drink for about a year before I reverted anyway. So that wasn't a big issue. The only thing we can't eat at all is pork. So that means bacon, ham, all of the things that come from a pig, we can't eat at all under any circumstances. And there is quite a lot of like information behind the reason for that. Like, obviously we don't eat it because it says in the Quran not to eat meat from swine. But when you just start doing some research into it, there's quite a lot of science that advises against it. So I'm like all for that. Now, in general, so meat. So yeah, the alcohol is out the window. We can't eat any pork. And then if we eat any other meat, like beef, chicken, all your other meats, we can eat them as long as they are halal sourced, which basically means that they are slaughtered in a different way to make sure that all of the blood is drained out of the meat. They're all slaughtered in a way where the animal isn't stressed as well. And this has been proved in, I don't know if you ever see the white lines that run through your meat. I watched a documentary on it. When animals are slaughtered in like big, massive battery, you know, like the stun way, and they're all in these massive slaughterhouses, the stress, when those animals are stressed before they die, they release a stress hormone into the body. Now, you'll see that in your meat, in these white lines that you see through your chicken. Now, when you get halal meat, if you ever get halal meat, just to try and see the difference, there is nowhere near as much of those white lines going through the meat, which kind of indicates that the animal was less stressed when it died. And there is also like a prayer that's done as well when it is slaughtered the halal way. So, yeah, that's what makes our meat halal, is just the way that it's slaughtered and the prayer that is said. So I do eat meat, I do eat chicken, I do eat beef, I eat all the things, just not pork at all. Because I do find it really funny when people are like saying, you know, like what else can you have and not have? So the word halal just means permissible. So like Coca-Cola. Well, maybe not at the moment. Coca-Cola, I'm just going to have my nutrition drink, but like chocolate, you might say chocolate is halal because it's permissible. You might say, I don't know, fruit is halal because it's permissible. Fish is permissible, so fish is automatically halal. The only time there's any difference is when there's meat. So yeah, I waffle, don't I? What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, the only other thing we can't eat is gelatine. So certain desserts and things like that have like gelatine in them that you wouldn't necessarily realise, and sweets and things like that. So I have to go and buy, I've left the jar in there, whenever I'm looking for sweets, like even Haribo, I can't have them, because the reason for that is the gelatine is what sits in between the meat and the bone in an animal, and that animal might not have been slaughtered the halal way, so we can only eat halal sweets. So it's like beef gelatine, we know it's just come from halal source. So yeah, let me know if that made sense, because I feel like I waffled, but I just thought it might be useful because it used to completely baffle me. So it's no alcohol, no pork. I do eat meat. It just needs to be from a halal source. And the word halal is just permissible. So it's used in all kinds of different ways. You might say fish is halal, but it doesn't mean it's been slaughtered any different way. It's just that it's already permissible. So if you're wondering, can you take the collagen? You absolutely can take this one, because there's no bovine collagen in it. It's just type 1 marine liquid collagen from white fish scales. And to be honest, I think this is the best on the market, because it just gets really fast, phenomenal results in the hair, skin and nails department. And do you know what, when you're fasting, like obviously I've been having a few days off because I have to, but my skin goes on this amazing purge usually when I'm fasting. So I start off with like breakouts. I might have like an oily few days, I might have a dry few days, but usually by the end of the month my skin is amazing, and this is just helping to keep it hydrated while I'm going through that month and that process of my body detoxing. And I just take it at Sari time normally. I mean, obviously I'm going to take it now because I'm not fasting today, but the whole month I've just been taking it with my Sari, which is like at 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. And it's just keeping my skin healthy and hydrated through the day. When I first started taking this, it's 2 years ago now, and I was 41, and I was looking in the mirror and just feeling like I looked old. And I can't tell you the difference this made even in 30 days. I'm going to drop actually my first 30-day pictures under this live so you can see the difference. I just felt like it gave me my energy back. It gave me I could look in the mirror again and just be like, okay, that's okay. 41 is okay. I'm flipping 44 now. That tastes amazing. I'm just going to take my hormone balance. If you've been wondering, if you're in pre-menopause or even going through the menopause, I'm not quite there yet, but I was having irregularities with my period. Now, I'm not saying this is going to sort everything out for everybody, but from 10 months of irregular periods and bleeding in between and it coming early and just you can't plan anything, I've only been taking this since December and it has changed my life. And I don't say that lightly. It has regulated my periods. I don't get any cramping. I don't feel like I'm as moody, you know, like you get anything to do with your cycle or coming up to premenopause where your estrogen is dropping. This has got plant-based estrogen in it and it just has a balancing effect in your body. It's worth a try. I could tell a difference within the first 2 months. And I mean, I know it's not going to stop the menopause forever. I know that, but it's certainly helping me with my symptoms so far. And I am only in like the early stages, I think, of it. And it's just like a berry flavoured. It's the same as the collagen. You just take it in one sachet. Now, if you wanted to try the collagen, there is a 10% off discount link. Just comment collagen under the live. And I am doing another Look Good, Feel Good bundle this month. So if you share this live onto your own Facebook, come back and comment shared. Just make sure you're following, because you've got to be following to be in it to win it. And yeah, Look Good, Feel Good bundle at the end of the month. It is super weird to be drinking or eating anything in daylight, but I was talking to Mo yesterday about it and I'm like, I feel really bad eating or drinking in the day, and he was like, but you shouldn't, because it's just like we are like told to fast, you are told to not fast. So you're actually just following the, what's the word? You know, like you're following the instructions from Allah. So just don't feel bad for doing what's been asked of you. Because yeah, I was like, oh, I don't want to eat in front of anyone. It feels awkward when everybody else is fasting. And he was just like, absolutely not. Just eat and drink like absolutely normal. You don't need to hide it. Like, you're doing exactly as you've been asked to do from the one place, which is why we're doing everything. So just do, which is amazing. He is amazing. So yeah, if you've got any questions, but the collagen, the answer to your question is yes, it is halal. So go for it. Fill your boots. You will thank me later. See you soon.